Hello everyone. So today we are going to work on a standing meditation and just basics for standing meditation. So from a standing meditation, you want to make sure that you have correct contact with the ground. So being said, you want the heel to have contact, the front with the toes to have contact, so the toes and the instep and the outside of the foot all the way to the heel. That's the contact. You don't want the legs to cave in from here. So you want to put a little bit of pressure, so just slightly shoulder width apart, the legs, and ground yourself into the ground, and then bend your knees and just a little bit, just enough so that you feel a little bit of a pull, but not much, because we want to try to relax as we go through this. So as we do this, tongue on the roof of the mouth, tongue on the roof of the mouth. We want to make sure that our body isn't too far back or too far forward, so we may need to tuck our pelvis. All right. From here, in both of these positions, so there's going to be two hand positions. You want your shoulders relaxed, and you always want your shoulders relaxed when you're doing any type of Tai Chi or Qigong or standing meditation. The higher the shoulders, the higher the blood pressure. That was what my master in China shared with me many times. So it's relax the shoulders as you go through. So, and also as you're standing here, you want your thumbs relaxed. You don't want to be standing here with your thumbs like this. Tension in the thumbs, you want this rounded. So the tiger's mouth, they call that the tiger's mouth. You don't want this out because when it's tight, it shuts off the energy at this pressure point, or the chi at this pressure point, the flow. And you think about that, you say, well, what is that? Well, it's the blood flow. So you don't want to take this and cause a problem with any type of circulation by locking this out, just like you wouldn't want to lock any other stretching out as you go through. So from here, we stand here. This is going to be our water hand. So this is our water hand. You see the thumbs are relaxed. The fingers point towards each other as we go through. And we want to round our shoulders forward like we're carrying something. We'll always start with a water position, and we always end with a water position. And we'll talk about that here in just a second. So from this water position, you would tongue on the roof of the mouth, breathe in, breathe out. As you breathe out, you want to think about the energy flowing to your hands, and you want to think about relaxing the body as much as you can in this position. So that's the water hand. You do 3 breaths in this position, and then you would switch to this position. This position is the fire position. All right, so in the fire position from here, you're going to do the same thing, except you're going to now pull your shoulders back a little bit, and like if you were doing some type of a bench press or shoulder press. So you pull the shoulders back from there, drop the elbows slightly. You should feel the chest start to open up. And you're going to do the same thing in that position. You're going to breathe in and then breathe out. Remember, breathe in and then hold and then breathe out for twice as long. That's how you're going to create relaxation. So, 1 water, 1 fire. From there, that's a revolution. And then you would continue to go back and forth. So all of your odd numbers. So you could do this up to 9 rotations. All of your odd numbers, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, would all be in this water position. And all of the even numbers are going to be in this fire position. You would do 3 breaths per position. And when you do that, just try to breathe as deep as you possibly can and relax as much as you possibly can. So that's your sequence as we go through. So if we were looking at this and we're going in a faster version as we go through, we would do our breathing. So this would be 1, 2, and we pull down and pull back, 3, and again, drop the shoulders and round, 4, pull back, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now you can do any sequence up to that. So you could do a sequence of 3, you could do a sequence of 5, you could do a sequence of 7, or a sequence of 9, depending on how your body feels. These are not made to wear the body out. They're made for some endurance, but they're not made to wear the body out. So you would stand as long as you can comfortably stand. For some people, and you throw breath in there, it could be totally different, depending on the length of time as you go through. And sometimes people have lower back problems, and they can't stand as long in these static positions as they go through. So whichever you need to do, however you need to do it, so that you're more relaxed and you're not tearing your body up, that's how you do it. Just remember to keep those revolutions in odd numbers. And always start with water and always end with water. So one more thing in this video is these hand positions can be done. There's the Chinese talk about 3 energy centers. So one energy center is the lower dantian, just below the belly button. The next energy center is in the middle, at the middle dantian, and the upper is right around that third eye. Think about these as all triangles though. So really the lower dantian is here and here. And then you have your triangle as you go through, and another triangle, and they all connect. You can study a lot about that. There's a lot of different books out there on that. All we're going to do to use this right now is you can have your hand position here and here. You can have your hand position here and here. Or you can have your hand position here and here. And there's nothing to say that you can't mix those up as you go through. So you could be in this position starting out, go up, do your revolutions, do your revolutions, do your revolutions, come back to the center as you go through. Just remember, always end on an odd number. So you could do that whole meditation here, the whole meditation here, the whole meditation here for the standing. The last thing would be eyes open or eyes closed. For some people, they find it hard to concentrate if their eyes are open, so close the eyes. For some people, if they close the eyes, they get tired. So if that's the case, you may want to practice with your eyes open. It just depends on your body and how you feel on that day. Sometimes I do it closed, sometimes I do it open. So that's the fire and water standing meditation. And again, if you ever have any questions, feel free to contact me. Thank you. Happy training.